Very good.
Welcome. Please. Thank you. Enrico, please.
Thank you.
Prime Minister Letta, welcome to Jerusalem. It's a pleasure to see you. We've talked on the phone, but I look forward to our conversation. Rome and Jerusalem are really the twin foundations of our common civilization. You gave to the world the foundations that developed into the modern state, and the Jewish people from this city gave the concept of universal morality. In the modern period, I can say that the Italian Risorgimento was a great inspiration for the rebirth of the modern Jewish state. Leaders like Moses Hess and Herzl and Jabotinsky took inspiration from Garibaldi and Mazzini. And so it was a natural partnership that continues and has continued now in the friendship between our two societies, and we exchange everything. We have robust trade. We have to balance it out a bit. Robust trade and commerce and science and technology and medicine and tourism, fashion, all these things. Israel is a bustling society. Italy is a hub of creativity, and there are many similarities and many complementary things that we can do, especially in the fields of technology and enterprise. So I look forward to discussing these, as well as our common quest for peace. We want peace. I want peace. We want to restart peace negotiations as soon as possible without any obstacles. We have to get into the tent and stay in the tent and seek to end this conflict between Israel and the Palestinians. That's our goal. That is Secretary Kerry's efforts, which I think deserve consistent and constant European support, and I'm sure that Italy will give that support. In addition, we're facing significant challenges in our region from a security point of view that I'd like to discuss with you. I think the immediate one is from Hezbollah, which is one of the preeminent terrorist organizations of our time. It's now participating in the butchering of Syrian civilians with the Assad regime. It's conducted terror campaigns with Iran across 30 countries, including on European soil in Bulgaria. They tried in Cyprus and failed. And I think that it's important that Europe designate Hezbollah as a terrorist organization, because if Hezbollah isn't a terrorist organization, I don't know what is a terrorist organization. And lastly, I think that we have a common interest to make sure that Iran does not develop nuclear weapons or nuclear weapons capability. That too is something that should be tested by what they do, not what they say. And we should always look at substance over style. And as long as Iran continues to enrich uranium and not to remove its enriched uranium and to continue its activities in the illicit facility in Qom, I think the pressure should be held on them. In fact, I think the sanctions should be increased, because I think that's the only thing that might produce results if coupled with a credible military threat. These are positions that I think are important for the common security of Israel and Italy, Europe, and the world. And many in the Middle East understand this. I hope to have an opportunity to discuss all of these and other matters with you. I appreciate your friendship. I appreciate the position of Italy, which has been, I think, important in bringing a focus of stability and seriousness to all these discussions. And I welcome you again to Jerusalem. Welcome.
Thank you very much, Mr. Prime Minister. It's an honor and it's a pleasure for me to be here. As you know, it's my first visit out of Europe as Prime Minister. And I'm here for my first visit out of Europe. I think is a signal, is a very important signal. And we are, as you know, very, very much aware on how you are committed in this peace process and we are very much, we hope, of course, that we will try all together, and you, first of all, the Palestinians and Secretary John Kerry, you'll be able to find a solution. I think it will be very important for global peace and for prosperity in the area, and not only in the area, of course. Our bilateral relationship are all at its best, and I think for us it's very important because, as you know very well, for us it's very important to have very good bilateral relationship, not only for what concern culture, philosophy, and so on, but also because we want to learn from you how to build a startup nation, how to build startups, how to build a more innovative and more innovation in our economy. We want to have more innovation in our economy, so for us it would be very important to strengthen this cooperation. We will have our next bilateral intergovernmental meeting at the end of the year in Turin. For us it's an honor to have this opportunity, and of course our first meeting would be here, very important to discuss about all the other arguments. I will be very pleased to hear from you what you think about what's happening in Egypt, what's happening in other important scenarios, and of course Iran. I hear from you your point about Hezbollah. You know, we will be the argument will be discussed at the European Union level, and there we will decide on an argument that I know very well for you is so important. So I am very optimistic for the future. I think we can give, as Italians, as Europeans, a big support to your peace process and to the process of cooperation and prosperity. Grazie.
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 Pace.
Pace. Pace.
Well, I'm delighted to welcome you, Prime Minister Letta, in Jerusalem. We have a lot to discuss, how to advance peace. I'm ready to go into the tent, the peace tent, and stay in the tent until white smoke comes out. So that should be something familiar to you. And I also look forward very much to our G2G meetings in Turin. And I very much appreciate and respect the fact that you chose your first visit, foreign visit, as Prime Minister, to make it here in Israel. It says a lot about our friendship and your commitment.
Thank you very much. For me, it's really an honor. And really, we have chosen to be here as first visit out of the European Union, as Prime Minister, to demonstrate how, for us, Israel is really a friend, and how this peace process is important. And of course, we hope for politicians, for governments is the best word, I think. And hope is my word, so I'm here with a lot of hope. Thank you.
תודה רבה.